life and lips, reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven's sin. We need tonight.
I have a giveaway going on and I will be extending it, and I'll be adding the Tarte palette and probably a moisturizer and a few other stuff, so go follow me on Instagram. Okay, hi guys. This will be probably a long video because it's from start to finish, and this is more like a special occasion makeup. So let's just start. To start off, I am starting with my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. My skin has been super dry, so this works well. Then moving on to these drops I got from Spa in the Bottle by Ruby. I'm not sure, but it's a popular brand in Pakistan. It's really good. It's called Spa in the Bottle, and it's using the 24K gold serum. It's just giving me a luminous, dewy, healthy skin. So I think it's supposed to be good for dry skin, so that's what I'm using. Also on my lips to hydrate it. I'm pressing it against my skin. And I will let that soak in for say 2 minutes. And then I will use my primer by First Aid, and it's the Soothing Primer Moisturizer. That much. While that soaks in, I'll just move on to my brows. I'm using the ABH pomade in dark brown and an angled brush. And it's dirty, so here's a quick tip for when it's really dirty. You take a clean cloth and you just put some water, but I'm using makeup removing water by Sephora. Just spray some on the brush and then wipe it with the cloth. It has all dirt here.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven's sin. We need tonight.
Now that my brows are done, I'm just going to set it with the Luscious brow gel. It's like this. First brush it. Start from the edges. Just brush it through. Then for cleaning it up, I use my Maybelline brow and eye highlighter, and I take the creamy version. Just carve it. And then blend it with just like a flat, fluffy brush. Once that's done, I move on to my face. So first, I'll be going with the MAC Strobe cream, and this is Pink Light, just a tiny bit. So that's not a tiny bit, it's just a bit. And that's it. Then I move on to my foundation. Actually, I'm just going to do the eyes first. So for the eyes, I'm just going to grab some concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And with a flat brush, blending it in. I'm just gonna take a powder by Hourglass from this palette, the lightest shade, which is diffused light, and set it. Then I'll be going on to my same palette, the Ambient Hourglass Volume 3 palette, and I'm taking a crease brush and I'm dipping it into the bronzer and just working on my crease. Then moving on to my Anastasia self-made palettes, one of my favorite palettes, and dipping it into a bit of sherbet and hot and cold, just working it on my crease again. Then I'm taking my Sephora brush in 73 and I'm dipping it into hot and cold and just working it on my crease. Once that's done, I will be taking my MAC 217 brush and dipping it into Witchy, so it's like a gray shade, just a dab, and working it in my outer edges, just ever so slightly, and bringing it up to my crease. Again on the other side. Then I am dipping my brush on this beautiful purple shade, and it's called Deep Purple. Then I will be taking another brush. This is the Morphe M507 and I'm dipping it into hot chocolate. As the name suggests, it's a hot chocolate color. I'm just working it on my outer edges and I'm not taking this up to my crease. Once that's done, what I'll be doing is carving out my lids. I'll be using this flat brush and just a tiny bit of a concealer. Dabbing it on my hand, just that much, like one swipe, taking it like this. And then, that was my husband sneezing. Thanks, babe. Then I'll be dipping it into pink champagne. It's the most stunning shade ever. Actually, I'll be taking my MAC 224 brush. And just dabbing it in. This is no fix plus, no water, no rose water. It's just pure pigment, just as it is. That's how stunning this shade is. It's really metallic. Then I will be going with my most trusted brush, MAC 224, and just blending all this in. And taking a bit of sherbet while I do that. And then for some glitter, I'm taking Urban Decay's Glam Rock. So all I did was did some liner, added some lashes. I'm using the Koko lashes in Goddess, and for liner I always use the Kat Trooper. Now that the eyes are almost done, I will go back to my face and I will be mixing actually the Sunbeam by Benefit and Charlotte Tilbury's light foundation. I don't have a full size, I just have a sample over here, so it lasted me quite a while actually, and I still have plenty left. So what I'll do is just tap some product on my fingers and tap. And then I will be just adding the Sunbeam all over. Then buffing it with my Tarte brush. The brush that I love and always use for my foundation is this Tarte brush. It's the Kabuki foundation brush. And just buffing it in.
Standing on the edge of a cliff.
Once I have that down, I will be just taking this cushion blush by Sephora, and it's in the shade Milkshake. Pressing it so the product comes out, and there it is. And I like to do this with my fingers. Then I'll move on to concealing, fifth part, and I am using this mini beauty blender, and because the water is really far away from me, what I do is take my NYX primer base, spray it on, get it wet, and then tap it and conceal.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there.
And once that's done, I take my Krylon paint stick, and this is in the shade NG1, and I use it with this Krylon 28 brush. Just carve out everything. Take my Real Techniques brush and blend that in. Then I take my MAC Prep and Prime Light Boost highlighter / concealer.
Standing on the edge of a cliff.
I take my same flat brush and blend it in.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more.
Then I take the same paint stick and carve out my nose. First, I just blend it in with my fingers. And then I take this brush from Morphe. It's the E21, and just blend it towards the bridge of my nose. Then I will come back to my mini beauty blender and just try to smooth out my skin where I see any harsh lines. Next, for my highlight, the iconic, the Cover FX in Moonlight. And I blend it with this brush, fluffy brush. To set my face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. First, I'll take the shade Diffuse Light and set my under eyes. My nose. My smile lines. Forehead, so my just T-zone. And then I will be taking a larger brush, so maybe this one, flat brush, and I'm dipping it into dim light, swirling it in, and just setting all of my face. Skin looking glowy, dewy, and luminous. Then let's just finish up our under eyes. Taking this sort of a brush, blending brush, and dipping it into Self-Made, which is a gold shade, and sweeping it under my eyes. just a little bit of sherbet. And then I'll take this small brush. Looks like, actually looks dirty, so maybe this one. I don't know where it's from. I'm dipping it into hot chocolate and just doing my outer. And then I'm taking comparatively a larger brush like this. This is from Urban Decay, and blending it in. Alright, then some mascara. And I'm using Maybelline 1x1. I actually love this mascara for my lower lashes because it really just separates them. And then I'm just lining my waterline with a black liner. Eyes are done. Let's move on to the rest of her face. For my nose contour, I'm using chocolate solid or solely, not sure, and just carving out my nose.
Standing on the edge of
Grabbing my Becca, once again, this palette, and I'm using the small highlighting pencil, and I'm taking the white highlight, which is in the shade Icicle. That's my nose highlight, and then grabbing it here on my inner corners. Over here on my Then for bronzer, I'm using this one right here, the bronze body. For blush, I'm using this copper blush, mixing with the pink one slightly. And for a highlight, I'm using Opal by Becca. Alright guys, so all I did was line my lips, change into my outfit, bought some jewelry, and I lined my lips with the Color Studio red liner. Is super cheap, probably $2. And then with the Sephora lipstick in the shade's not written, but it's the red one, and just gonna
standing on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars. traveling so far.
Taking Maybelline gloss, sorry, L'Oreal gloss in, I don't know what shade it is, but it's just a beige shiny gloss. So I'm taking any. And that completes the look.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far.